America has more deaths from the coronavirus now than any other nation in the world. More than 22,000 people have lost their lives. More than 12,000 died in this country last week alone. And the pandemic is also causing many to go hungry. Thousands have been forced to wait for hours in long lines at food banks all across the country. Feeding America, the nation's largest network of food banks, reported a 98% increase in demand. Janet Shamlian is in East Texas with the challenge of helping people in rural areas where there are high poverty rates and long travel distances.
Good morning. It's a time of unprecedented demand everywhere, but the need may be most critical here in rural America. Communities where pantries are closing because food is scarce and because the volunteers who staff them are worried about their own health. This is Donna Furlong and her husband Leonard. Their story of how little food they have is hard to hear.
Sometimes we just don't have it, so he'll go one day without eating, so I eat, and I'll go a day eating, and he, vice versa.
That's right. The couple trading off on who gets a meal. They rely on disability payments, food stamps, and a pantry that closed in March because it could no longer get food. Where will you go now for food? What pantry will you utilize?
There isn't one.
There isn't one that we can go to.
Jasper County, Texas had 6 pantries a few weeks ago.
With 3 cans of corn, 3 mixed vegetables.
Now only 3, including this one.
You're on food stamps or anything?
No, sir.
3 pantries to serve a county of roughly 35,000, where almost 20% live in poverty and many just lost their jobs. It's a densely wooded region of almost 1,000 square miles, some driving 40 miles to get here. You've been running this pantry more than 30 years. Have you ever seen demand like this?
No. It's doubled. Everything we're doing is double. Just about every week it doubles from one time to the other.
Pantries in rural areas are closing, experts say, because they tend to be staffed by senior volunteers.
For their safety, many of them are unable to come in, work at those pantries, and therefore those pantries are not operational.
Those that are getting food aren't reaching everyone.
Milk in there.
This is an hour from Donna and Leonard's house. They can't afford the gas.
It's humiliating, and, having to admit that, we're starving and things are tough, but we're not the only ones.
Stories like Donna Furlow's are heartbreaking to hear and hard to believe. And sadly, hers is not an isolated case.
Janet Shamlian reporting on the deepening economic pain in this country, tied, of course, to the virus.